Hi there, and welcome to this 50th live tech Q&A session where you can ask me some tech-related question, and hopefully I'll be able to answer them. And you can post your questions in the YouTube comments, and I'll take them up. And also, if you are on Twitter, it's a good idea to follow me on Twitter. That is at the rate Geekyranjit. So let's start this Q&A session. And the first question that we got is from Rahul Krishna, and it goes something like this. He says, good evening. How should I use a battery for the first time? Should I discharge it fully before charging or charge it fully before using it? And how long should I charge it for the first charge? So it looks like Rahul Krishna purchased a new smartphone or something like that, and he wants to know how do you charge it and use it for the first time. There are a lot of misconceptions regarding this. Most of the modern smartphones use lithium-ion battery, and you can use the device when you get it. Generally, the batteries when you get with the new phones are charged approximately between 50 to 70%, and you can put in the battery, do the first boot, install, etc., and use the phone. I wouldn't say that discharge it completely, like going below 10% or something like that. When it's around 20, 30%, I would say put it on the charge and let it charge completely till 100%, and then use it normally. Also, to get the best life out of this lithium-ion batteries that are used on these smartphones, it's a bad idea to actually completely discharge it. I would say do not let it go below 30% if you can. And with lithium-ion batteries, you can even charge it when it's around 50 to 60%. Nothing happens. So I hope that info helps. So let's take this next question, and this is by Gopi, and he says, good evening. Moto E has two runtimes, that's Dalvik and Art. At present, it is in Dalvik, and what will happen if I change it to Art? Will it affect my phone? Because I saw you on Twitter posting that you're using Art on the LG G3. I heard that Android L is going to use Art. Yes, Gopi. Yes, the Moto E, as it runs the Android, KitKat, it does have the option to change from Dalvik to Art. The default, it is running on Dalvik. Art is the new runtime. But as the Moto E has very limited internal storage, I would not suggest that you move from Dalvik to Art, because Art does consume a lot more storage requirements for the apps. Generally, anywhere between 15 to 25% more compared to Dalvik. So I would not suggest it on the Moto E. But if you're using any other modern smartphone that does have a lot of internal storage, for example, I did it on my LG G3, you can move from Dalvik to Art. And generally, Art is supposed to be a little bit faster compared to Dalvik. But again, there are some limitations as of now with the Art. Not all the apps, not 100% of the apps are compatible with Art. Hence, some apps might crash. I did not have that problem with my LG G3, and it's been working perfectly on Art. Also, one area where you might not move from Dalvik to Art is if you're a very heavy gamer, because some of the games, I would say, I'll stress, some of the games are still not compatible with Art. So I hope that info helps. And yes, the next version of Android will have the Art as the default runtime. In fact, even the Android L, that is the developer release, just works on Art as of now. So very good question. So let's move to the next question, and this is by Sanket Jain. He says, is there any difference in the two power modes that we get with the Mi 3? And yes, the Mi 3 with the version 18 and below, I think so. After 23, they have removed the power saving modes. Yes, it did have one power saving mode, and one was the balance mode and the performance mode. In balance mode, as far as I know, the CPU is a little bit throttled to conserve a little bit of battery, but you can go in the high power mode and where the CPU is not throttled. But with the version 23, I'm not very sure, I don't recall, they have removed one of the power modes on the Mi 3. Second question that Sanket has is, how much utility does the active display on the Moto X have according to you when compared to standard notification light? Sanket, I just love the notifications, that active notifications on the Moto X, and in fact I use it on every Android phone. I use a third-party app called AC Display, which actually provides that kind of functionality on most of the Android phones. In fact, I have already made a dedicated video regarding the AC display, and that is one of the first apps that I install on any other Android phone, because I got used to those notifications that are on the Moto X so much that I could not use any other Android phone. And I feel that those active notifications do provide a lot of functionality. But fortunately, with third-party apps like AC display, etc., you can get that sort of functionality on other Android phones also. So I hope that info helps. Let's move to next question, and this is by AI Tech. He says, my mother wants to buy a phone, and just give me a second, guys. It just scrolled somewhere. Yeah, my mother wants to buy a phone. It may be Windows or Android. Which one should you choose for WhatsApp, messaging, Subway surfing, and watching YouTube videos? Asus Zenfone 4 or the Lumia 530? AI Tech, I would say both the Zenfone 4 and the Lumia 530, they are decent enough phones, but the screen quality on both those devices is not that good. If you can wait for about 10-15 days, this Xiaomi Redmi 1S is going to come. We'll know how good is that. It's also priced at around 6,000. And comparing the price to performance ratio, the Redmi 1S looks a better buy than even the Zenfone 4 and the Lumia 530. In fact, apart from this, I would say you can also look at the Moto E. I would say that is also a very decent phone. As your mother, for your mother, you can also have a look at that. So let's move to the next question. This is a very interesting question that I got from Sovik Das. He says, hello sir, I have two questions for why you became YouTuber and did you manage to get the Redmi 1S today? Just asking. Yes, I did get the Redmi 1S. Actually, I was actually the Flipkart first customer, and they had that lucky draw for the first 2,000 for people who opted, and those were, what do you say, Flipkart first, and I got that. So in fact, yesterday itself I could pre-book it, and I became YouTuber because I had the passion to make videos. I was a tech nerd earlier also, but I did like to what do you say, make these text videos, etc., in the video format. I like the video format more than the text format. I hope that info helps. This is by Abdul, and he says, sir, the Moto G is going to disappear from Flipkart. Please comment, and why did you stop weekly vlogging? Okay, Abdul, don't worry about the Moto G disappearing. The next version of the Moto G is coming to India. The official press, meet us on September 5th, and I heard that immediately after that it will be available. So looks like Flipkart is just clearing the inventory for the old versions of the Moto G, because the new version of Moto G is coming to India. So let me just move to the next question. Let me just select it. This is by Akhil Ahuja, and this is again a very interesting question. He says, Happy Ganesh Chaturthi, same to you. And he asks us, which phone currently is best for gaming? Akhil, you did not specify the platform, but I am just assuming that you're looking for Android-based phone. And as of now, currently available phones that are available in India for specifically for gaming, I would suggest the HTC One M8, because overall the performance of that phone was very good, even for gaming. And due to that dual speakers that it has, that stereo speakers, the gaming experience was very immersive. I have to say I had one of the best gaming experience on the HTC One M8. So I hope that info helps you. This is by Mohit Sharma. He says, I want to know the pricing of the Moto 60. What do you think about it? Mohit, as of now, we don't know the pricing of the Moto 360 because Motorola hasn't announced that. Again, they will be announcing it internationally on 4th, and I think so in the India event that Motorola is hosting on September 5th, we'll also know the pricing of the Moto 360 in India. We have heard the international pricing, the rumors are around US $250. So it'll be interesting to see what will be the pricing. And regarding who is this Ashray on Tech2Bus, I have just recently hired him as an assistant editor, and he's looking at the tech2bus.com day-to-day activities of that site. So I hope that info helps. Some of you are asking me about service centers, etc. Again, guys, these companies don't share that information with me, so I can't comment on that. This is a very interesting question again by Nayan, and he says, "Hello Ranjit, my question is why don't companies like Motorola and Xiaomi sell their phones in offline market? Because on Flipkart they are always out of stock." In fact, I asked this question to Motorola also a long time ago when they launched the Moto G in India, and the answer was that they save a lot of cost by having the online only model. Some of the people in the industry, when I talked to them, they said that the companies can save up to about anywhere from about 15 to 25% if they have just the online only model. And that is the reason that Motorola and even Xiaomi can price their phones so aggressively, and we are able to buy them so aggressively. Let me move to the next question. This is by I am Sumant. He asks, is the LG G3 performing as per your expectations? Yes, I have this LG G3, and now it's my primary Android phone. And I would say initially I didn't like the performance of the LG G3, but in mid-August, I would say around, last week of August, we got a software update that solved a lot of issues. But I have further tweaked a few settings on this LG G3, and now it's a little bit more responsive. I changed from the default Dalvik to Art, and also have made some internal settings, and now the phone is a little bit more responsive, I would say, and it performs well now. But still, if you say ask me to compare it with the HTC One M8, which I still believe is one of the smoothest Android phone, yes, the LG G3 is not as smooth as the HTC One M8. But now, yes, it is serviceable for my needs. So let me just move to the next question. This is a question by Ibrahim Raja. He says, I want to take a mobile phone. He says his budget is around 30,000 to 32,000. I would like to take the HTC E8. I've used the HTC One M8 for some days. And does the E8 camera can be compared to the Galaxy S5? I need your review. It might be useful for everyone. Ibrahim, yes, I do understand that, and some of you have asked me to review the HTC One E8, but the problem is that I simply cannot test it as of now, because for most of the device you guys think that I get it for free. No, but I have to find them myself, and as of now I don't have the budget for the HTC One E8. So sadly I won't be able to review it, and I simply can't comment as of now because I haven't even handled that device. So I don't know how is the performance of the device and how is the camera performance. So I'm sorry about that. Let me just, this is the next question by Saurav, and this is regarding, I think, so Windows Phone. Hello, I want to know why Google isn't publishing apps like YouTube, Gmail, Hangouts, etc. for Windows Phone, whereas Microsoft is publishing their apps in Play Store. I think so only Google can correctly answer this question, because from what I heard that earlier Microsoft and Google had a spat about it when Android was not that powerful, and what do you say, Microsoft bullied Google. So I don't know, it's an internal company issue, but only I hope it gets solved in the near future. This is by Mr. Tutorial Guy. What's your view on the upcoming Note 4? Are you excited or not? Will you review it? Mr. Tutorial Guy, yes, I'll definitely try to review the Note 4 as soon as possible once it's officially launched in India. Yes, I'm kind of excited because in India, generally, the Note series do perform well. And let's see what happens to this time, because now 4G LTE phones are prevalent in India. It'd be interesting to see which variant of the Note 4 gets launched in India. And from the leaked images, looks like the design, they have improved the design on the Note 4. So we'll definitely know about the Note 4 very soon. The event is, if I'm not wrong, just tomorrow, I guess. So some of you are asking me about pricing of these phones. Again, these companies do that. Some companies like to have bigger margins. Some companies don't like to have bigger margins. So it's up to them. This is by Mohan Babu, and he says, I have rupees 25,000. Which phone is the best for that money? As of now, in this pricing for about 20 to 30,000, I would say if you can wait, because the Motorola X Plus 1 is going to come soon. Yeah, we have the Nexus 5, but even the Nexus 5 is now sort of outdated because the Nexus 6 might just come in about 2 months. So as of now, I would say it's not a great time to invest in a new phone in this pricing, because we don't have very good options as of now. All the options that we have are sort of outdated. Uh, this is by Adik Sheikh. I don't have a correct answer for this, and he says he wants to have the best smartphone under rupees 10,000 rupees. Battery is his priority. I would have said that go with the, what do you say, Zenfone 5. It is one of the best device for 10,000, but sadly the battery life is simply not that great on that device. You can wait for the, what do you say, Xiaomi is going to launch, I heard, by next month, the phablet device that is around 10,000 rupees, and it has a 3,000. Though I think so now it's discontinued. So you can just wait, because the Moto G version 2 is going to be announced, and I heard that this time it will be priced a little bit aggressively. So it's going to be announced on September 5th. So I would say just wait for a couple of days, we'll know about it. This is by Akshay Bapad. He says he's confused between the LG G Pro 2 or the Nexus 5. Which one should I buy? Akshay, I would suggest that decide what you want. The Nexus 5 is a 5-inch phone. It's a compact phone which you can handle in one hand. But whereas the LG G Pro 2 is a very large screen size phone. It's almost a 6-inch device. So I would say decide if what you want. The performance of the LG G Pro was excellent in my testing, and it's a very nice phone. So it depends upon your needs, I would say. Definitely the camera of the LG G Pro 2 was better than the camera on the Nexus 5, and even in terms of the battery life, I would say the LG G Pro 2 performed a little bit better. So I hope that info helps. This is an interesting question. This is a question by Ketan Parmar. He says, why don't you go to product release events? The sad fact is companies don't invite me. Then that's why I don't go. If they don't invite me, how will I go? So let me just move to the next question. Uh, this is a question by Tejas. He says, I just want to know one thing. Which Wi-Fi router do you use? Tejas, currently the router that I'm using is the Linksys WRT 1900 AC router. It's a very high-end router, but to be very frank, you don't need such kind of very high-end routers for normal usage. Earlier, I was using the budget-oriented TP-Link N300 router. If you just check out my channel, I rated it as one of the best budget Wi-Fi routers. And I would say, in terms of Wi-Fi performance, the Wi-Fi range on the 2.54 gigahertz band, that TP-Link router that cost almost, I would say, 15 times less, performs the same in the Wi-Fi range. So it's not like that you have to spend the, if you spend the, what do you say, highest amount of money on a router, you get the best product. So I hope that info helps. That if you're on a budget, seriously look at the TP-Link N300 Wi-Fi router. I already did a review on my channel. It's one of the best performing Wi-Fi routers if you're on a tight budget. I think so. It's priced around 13 to 1400 or something like less than 1500 rupees. Let's look at the next question. This is by Avinash Singh. He says, will the pricing of the Xiaomi Redmi 1S will be increased by 1K for the next week? Want to buy it from my mom. Avinash, from where did you hear that the price would be increased? I never heard, I did not hear something like that, and I doubt that Xiaomi will do that because it will be bad for their market. As they have said that it will be sold for 6,000, I doubt they will increase the price. This is by Vignesh. He says, "Can you tell me a smartphone for gaming that has less heating issues other than the Mi 3? Because Mi 3 is hard to get." Vignesh, you can even have a look at this LG G Pro 2. It has a huge screen, 6-inch screen, and due to the large screen and the time I tested that phone with gaming, it also produces less heat compared to many of the Android phones that run on the Snapdragon 800 chipset. This is by Gulgulo, and he says, "Can you review the Apple iPhone 6 when it will launch?" Yes, I will try to review it once it's officially launched in India. Because generally, I don't know when it will launch in India. Generally, it's only after some time, generally after 15, 20 days, or even a month after the international launch. So once it launches officially in India, I'll definitely try to review it. Uh, This is an interesting question. Sorry, I can't read your name. Anyways, it's I'm trying to buy a budget phone. The Xiaomi Mi 3, Redmi 1S, One Plus One is on my list. What would you recommend? The thing is that the three phones that you have given, the performance-wise, I'll talk. The performance-wise, first, the One Plus One will be at the top. The Xiaomi Mi 3 will be second, and the Redmi 1S will be at third. But again, the pricing is also something like that. The One Plus One is the most expensive. Second comes the Mi 3, and the most affordable is the Redmi 1S. So decide based on that, I would say. And I haven't reviewed the Redmi 1S yet. I have ordered it. I might get it. Flipkart says that I'll get it around 12 to 13 September. So as soon as I get it, I will do. I will start making videos on that. So stay tuned on my channel for that. This is by Ankan Mitra. He says, "Sir, Asus Zenfone 5, good for casual users who play little games, does WhatsApp and a little bit of net surfing. I'm thinking to buy this phone for my sister. Thank you in advance." Yes, definitely you can go for this Zenfone 5. And in fact, my LG G3 was in repairs for about 20, 25 days. And during that time, the Zenfone 5 was my primary phone. So I have used it thoroughly, but I used it with a single SIM only. I would say with a single SIM, your usage case scenario, it will suffice your needs. It will last for a full working day. But if you plan to use both the SIMs, then I would say the battery life might not serve you that well. But overall, still I would say with a single SIM and with moderate usage, and if you are on a tight budget, this is one of the best phones for around 10,000 rupees. Let me just move to the next question. This is by Shobek. Again, he's asking about the Redmi 1S. Any idea why this time Flipkart is taking too much time to ship the Redmi 1S? Did you get one? Waiting for your review. No, Shobek, I didn't get one. The Flipkart page shows that it will come sometime. It will ship September 12th or 13th. I don't recall something. So yes, Flipkart is taking some time. I don't know what's the reason this time. So again, yeah, we will only know about this Redmi 1S after 10 odd days or so. Some of you are asking me about OnePlus One and NVIDIA Shield launch in India. Sorry guys, I have no info regarding that. This is by Mohan Babu. He's asking for, I think so, this is HTC Desire 816. He's talking best for the money or not. Mohan Babu, it is very difficult to say what device is best for the money. Yes, it's a very good phone, I would say, but for the price and that phablet size, it is excellent performing device. But I can't say it is one device is best or what, because if you talk about the raw specifications of that device, the Mi 3 beats it out of the shop. This Mi 3 is almost twice as powerful as that Desire 816. But again, it depends on the form factor, etc. So if you like that device, certainly yes, it's a good device. You can check out my video review. I've already posted the review of the HTC Desire 816. Just search my channel for that. This is by Shan Ahuja. And will the Moto G2 have a Snapdragon 800 processor? Shan, I highly doubt that it will have the Snapdragon 800 processor because from the rumors, what we have heard, looks like it will continue to have the Snapdragon 400 processor. Also, it does not make financial sense for Motorola to put the Snapdragon 800 processor on the Moto G2. So we'll definitely know it in the next few days. So let me just search for the next question. And this is by D360R. He says, do you like Super AMOLED screen or IPS screens? Again, it's I would say personal preference. If you like very punchy screens, extra saturations, etc., you will love the Super AMOLED screen. Initially, if you just put two screens side by side, more people will be looking at the AMOLED screen because it's a lot more punchier. But again, if you are a purist and if you work with video, etc., and accuracy of colors is very, very important. Certainly, the IPS grade screen have a slight edge, but certainly the AMOLED screens are also becoming very good. For example, the Super AMOLED screen that is on the Samsung Galaxy S5 was a very good screen in my opinion. Let me just move to the next question. This is by Bhargav. He says, I'm having the Galaxy S3 and it's becoming laggy, and even my battery life on standby has become low. Tell me a solution why it's happening. Generally, it happens over time because you continuously install apps, new apps, old apps also grow up. For example, WhatsApp, we have junk, we get a lot of messages. So it's a good idea to uninstall some of the apps, and you can also try a free app called Clean Master. It'll just run it and it'll clean up a lot of junk, and also uninstall the apps that you do not use. That will also help it. Let me just move to the next question. uh, and again, this is when will the Xiaomi Mi 4 launch in India? Xiaomi India hasn't officially said any date. They just said end of 2014. But from the rumors, what I heard, it will launch sometime in late November or early December. And because we are going to get the 4G version of the Mi 4 in India. This is by Shri Vishnu, and I'm not very clear on this. Which is the best dual SIM high-end smartphone? Because I haven't reviewed all the high-end, what do you say, dual SIM smartphones. So I'm a little bit clueless about it. If any of you are using a high-end dual SIM Android phone, do let us know in the comment section. This is by Viraj Malik. Where do you read most of your questions among YouTube, Twitter, etc.? YouTube. YouTube is the primary place to contact me, and I generally read most of the comments on YouTube. So let me just look else. Let me just refresh for a second, guys. Give me a second. This interface is going crazy. This is by Ali. He says Sony Xperia Z or the Samsung Galaxy S3. Uh, I would not suggest both the handsets to you because the Xperia Z has some serious heating issues, and the screen quality of the Xperia Z is also not that great. Definitely, the Xperia Z is a much more powerful device compared to the Galaxy S3. Also, I would not suggest the Galaxy S3 because as of now, it's actually pretty outdated in my opinion. Let me move to the next question. This is by DJ RIJ. He says camera quality in the Zenfone 4 new version Moto X. I think so. You're talking about the Zenfone 4.5. Moto X and Nexus 5 is overpriced in India compared to US retail price, but the pricing of Moto E and Moto G is straight in India. So what do you think of the pricing of the upcoming Moto X Plus 1, X2, and the Nexus X will be? I doubt that the pricing of the Moto X Plus One and the Nexus 6 will again be very aggressive in India, but definitely the Moto G2, that is the upcoming version of Moto G, I heard that the pricing for that device would be pretty good. Again, regarding the Zenfone 4.5, I have no idea because I haven't tested that device, and I don't have. I'm not going to test it. And this is an interesting question. This is by Ayush. Hey Ranjit, I want to buy a MacBook. Can you tell for which I should go, MacBook Air or MacBook Pro? I want it for my brother for his college. I would say it depends upon his need. If your the MacBook Air is a very good device, it's pretty powerful. I own a MacBook Air and it suffices my needs. But again, if your brother wants to do heavy tasks like video editing, gaming, etc., then the MacBook Pro might be a better option. In battery life, generally, the MacBook Air gives slightly better battery life, in my opinion. This is a question by a very interesting question. This is by Akhil Ahuja. When did you get specs? I guess this is the first video in which you are wearing the specs. Okay, Akhil. Actually, these are not prescription glasses. These are actually gunner glasses. I was getting a lot of eye fatigue because every day on the computer I'm there for almost anywhere from 11 to 14 hours, and my eyes were burning, etc. And these gunner glasses actually supposed to mitigate those issues. You don't get that much strain. That's why I'm wearing. Actually, these are amber tinted one. If you can see, I'll just remove it. Wow. But they also have this plain ones. I did not unbox this and open this. And I've been using this now from afternoon, and yes, it is reducing some glare, but as that has this amber, what do you say, color, not good for video editing, etc. But that's why I also have this one. These are clear ones, and I'm actually going to wear them for a week or so and see if it reduces my eye strain. So yes, I don't have specs. These are not prescription. It's just due to amount of computer time that I'm having, and my eyes are a little hurting. That's why I'm using it. Anyways, let's move to the next question. This is by, again, I don't get your name. Anyways, he asked us, do you have any plans to unbox and review the Nokia X2? Sorry, I have no plans to review the Nokia X2 because Microsoft has made it very clear that they are abandoning the Nokia X project. So it simply does not make any sense to continue reviewing those products. So let me move to the next question. Let me just this is, again, I'm getting this question a lot. This is by Sham. He says, does the Zenfone 5 have the same screen problem like the Zenfone 4 and 6? Actually, no, the Zenfone 5 did not exhibit that problem. When you're just tapping around on the Zenfone 4 and on the Zenfone 6, I would say it was pretty bad on the Zenfone 6. But luckily on this Zenfone 5, I don't have that problem. See, I'm tapping hard and it does not deform the screen. So at least the Zenfone 5 that I'm using does not have that sort of a problem. This is again a question by Ayush. He says, hey Ranjit, I need another favor. Can you tell me which mobile I should go for, the Xperia Z2 or the HTC One M8? Ayush, I would definitely say that go with the HTC One M8. Overall, it's a much better device because the Xperia Z2 heats up a lot, and also with 4K recording, etc., it has issues. But definitely the HTC One M8 camera is not that great, and in fact, it doesn't even have 4K video recording. But it does not heat up that much like the Xperia Z2. But again, do remember that the camera performance on the HTC One M8 is not that great. So I hope that info helps. Let me move to the next question. This is a very peculiar question. This is by Mr. Agarwal. He says, how much RAM should I buy for my new PC build? My budget is rupees 5,000. I think so. This 5,000 rupees that you have is for RAM, I'm guessing. I don't recall the exact pricing of RAM, but you can get 8 gigs of RAM for around 5,000 rupees, as far as I know. So you can go for 8 gigs again, but make sure if you're using Windows, your Windows version is 64-bit. Otherwise, there's no use of adding 8 GB of RAM, because Windows 30-bit, Windows 32-bit edition cannot access RAM more than 4 gigs. Uh, Let me just move to the next questions, guys. Give me a second. Uh, this comment section just makes me crazy. It like just scrolls, marks as spam, etc. So just bear with me. This is by Adil Sheikh. He's asking, what is the price of the Gunnar glasses that you are using presently? This amber one is around 6,200 or something, but these clear ones are for 4,999. That's around 5,000 rupees. And it's available in India. It's gunner.co.in. Just Google for it, Gunner India, you'll get the site. So let me just move to the next question. This comment system is again making me crazy. This is by Rajiv. Which is better and the best brand wise, HTC or Sony? He said camera is the main priority. I would say that yes, lately the HTC is not making very good phones with cameras. Yeah, Sony has that lineup. For example, the Xperia Z2 has a good camera, but it has its other issues also. In the mid-range, I would say the Sony phones cameras are not that good. Even though they have XOMAR sensor, the performance was not that good. For example, the Xperia M2 comes to my mind. The camera performance was not that great. In fact, I really like the performance of the LG G3 in terms of the camera. The camera performance is surprisingly very good, and even the front-facing camera is fabulous. In fact, I have to say it has one of the best front-facing camera in Android phones. In fact, I just this last Sunday I posted a video that I completely shot with the LG G3 and full HD, and just look at the quality. It was amazing. So let me just move again. This comment tracker has gone crazy as usual. Let me move to the next question. This is by Aman Singh, and this is he asks us, will the Moto G get what do you say Android L update? I would say Motorola has hinted earlier, yes, it will get it. So I'm hoping it will get it. Let me just welcome to this 50th live the Tech Q&A session. Oops. Let me just 1 second. Give me, guys. It's going crazy, this comment section. That's the issue with doing stuff live. And guys, if you like these sessions, again, hit that like button. That's the only way I know that you appreciate these sessions or not. And just give me a second. Again, this comment tracker is going crazy. It's not updating. I don't know why. Why does it happen on YouTube? God. It's crazy, man. This comment section, believe me. Finally, it updated. Oh. This is by Percy. Is it true that the Apple event is on 9th? Yes, it's on 9th September. But again, if even they announce it in US, we don't know when they'll announce the new iPhone 6, etc. For India. But yes, that event is on 9th September. Mm, some of you are asking me about Redmi 1S performance, etc. Guys, I haven't tested it, so I just cannot comment about that as of now. This is by Amit Singh. Is the Mi 3 permanently discontinued in India? I don't think so. It's permanently discontinued, Amit. It's just that now that Xiaomi is trying to push this Redmi 1S. Eventually, yes, again, they will bring the Mi 3 because the Mi 4 has some time. So I think so. After a couple of sales of this Redmi 1S, they will bring back this Mi 3 again. And this is, oops, comment just went away. Great. This is by Kim. I'm confused between the iPhone 5s and 5C. Which one would you suggest? Kimi, I would say that I haven't used the iPhone 5C. I did use the iPhone 5S. So definitely, if the iPhone 5S is in your budget, go with that one, I would say. And now the price of the iPhone 5s has also fallen a little bit. Also, if you plan to resell the iPhone 5s after some time, let's say after using it for 6 months or a year, you'll get a lot better value for the iPhone 5s compared to the iPhone 5C, because overall the iPhone C has flopped in the market. Again, this current tracker has gone crazy. Okay. This is by Ethan. I was wondering if you have been testing the OnePlus One and how it's been holding up so far. No, sorry, I haven't been testing the OnePlus One. I just had it for a day. It was a loan unit. It was not mine. So I simply could not do extensive testing with that device. I just had it for a day, and I did post my initial unboxing and overview video with that OnePlus One. So let me just move. Again, the comment tracker has gone crazy as usual. Some of you are asking me about which custom ROM I like. In fact, I just do not install any custom ROM. I just use the stock ROMs that come with the device because I believe that I need to review and test the device with the stock ROMs that we get. So looks like I have taken up most of the questions now. Let me just refresh. Guys, again, I'm sorry, this YouTube comment system is just driving me nuts, insane. It's not updating. Oh, God. This is by Rajiv Kumar. He says, I think so. He's saying that he wishes to buy the Xperia C3, and he comments on the C3. C3 is that selfie camera by Sony. It's going to launch anytime now, and it has a 5 megapixel front-facing camera with LED flash even on the front-facing camera. So good for selfies. I would say the rear-facing camera is 8 megapixel shooter. But in terms of raw internals, it's not a very powerful phone. It runs on the Snapdragon 400 processor. It has just 1 gig of RAM, and from the specs, what I've heard, the 5 megapixel front facing camera can record video only in 720p. So yes, I'll try to review it. I'm not promising. I'll try to review that device. So looks like I have taken up most of the questions now. So I will be ending this session now. And again, we'll be doing this next week also at 7 p.m. That is on Tuesdays India time. And I hope that you will be able to join me. And if you have thought, and if you think that you have enjoyed this Q&A session and this was helpful, don't forget to hit that like button. Thank you. This is Ranjit, and I hope to see you in my next video.